Hello everyone. Today, we will accompany brave American fishermen on a giant fishing journey in the icy waters of Alaska. This is a place where the harsh and cold sea is not for the faint-hearted. On modern fishing boats, equipped with large nets and advanced equipment, these fishermen face difficult challenges and even dangers from nature every day. But they do not give up. From the moment they leave the harbor, until the boat stretches out to the open sea, every step of this journey is soaked in sweat, effort, and perseverance of those who love their job. The trip begins at a bustling harbor in the early morning, when the fishermen prepare together for a long journey. The handshakes and familiar greetings from family and friends are precious motivation to help them become stronger. As the boat begins to leave the harbor, the atmosphere on board gradually becomes tense but full of determination. From the very first minutes, everyone started preparing their work, from checking the radar and sonar systems, to arranging the nets, preparing food and necessary equipment for many long days at sea. Drifting in the Alaskan Sea. Everything requires maximum caution. Fishermen must constantly check the signals from the radar and sonar to find large schools of fish. When a giant school of fish is discovered, everyone begins to prepare to drop the net. This work requires smooth coordination between the members on the boat. Each person has their own role, from operating the machinery to pulling the net, and no one can do the task for anyone else. The large net is skillfully lowered into the sea, covering the school of fish and forming a closed net. This is a thrilling moment when all eyes are on the seabed, waiting for each fish to slowly appear through the deep blue water. Pulling the net up is a hard job, requiring both strength and skill. The shiny, dense fish in the net are the result of many hours of hard work. The fishermen immediately put the fish in the freezer to preserve them, ensuring that they do not spoil and retain their freshness. The modern freezing system helps preserve the fish at low temperatures, while preventing the fish from changing in quality even when stored at sea for many days. To ensure space in the hold, the fishermen have to arrange each batch of fish reasonably and carefully. During the long journey at sea, life on board is not easy. The fishermen have to organize their own meals, sharing simple meals together in the middle of the vast ocean. During their relaxing moments, they tell each other about the happy and sad stories of life, about their families, and about their previous trips to sea. Homesickness is always present in everyone's heart, especially when the sea becomes fierce. But because of their work, because of their passion for the sea, they continue to fight, always brave in the face of every challenge. Stormy days are the biggest challenge. Whenever bad weather comes, the sea becomes fierce. Big waves crash against the side of the ship, shaking everything. In such moments, fishermen must be calm and coordinate with each other to steer the ship through the storm. They must trust in their experience, in the skills they have honed over many years to ensure everyone's safety. When the ship has problems such as engine failure or torn nets, those are tense moments when everyone must work together to find a way to fix it right in the middle of the vast ocean. When the journey is about to end, the fishermen prepare to return to the port. The feeling of excitement when the ship is about to dock. Joy fills everyone's heart. For them, the fresh fish on the ship is not only the result of their labor but also the pride of the whole trip. When the boat returns to the port, relatives, friends, and the whole family are waiting. The smiles and happy hugs seem to dispel all the fatigue and hardships of the journey at sea. This short but warm reunion was a precious reward for everyone, and also a source of motivation for them to continue their future trips. The fishing journey on the Great Sea of Alaska does not stop at the joy of returning home, but is also a story about the profound lessons and values that the sea brings to fishermen. On each trip, each fisherman not only faces nature but also faces himself, the limits of physical strength, spirit and patience. They must always be ready for every situation, because the sea is a place where in just a few seconds, everything can change from peaceful to dangerous. The first day at sea is always an exciting day, but the deeper you go into the sea, the more challenges there are. The cold winds cut through the skin. The big waves continue to test people's perseverance. Each fisherman learns to adapt, to get used to life at sea. They share with each other pieces of bread, cans of water, and encourage each other to overcome difficulties. It is thanks to their teamwork that they can complete their mission. Each person is an indispensable piece in this great journey. In the middle of the ocean, there are times when everyone has to work in the dark when big waves suddenly come at night. In the dim light of the ship, they have to concentrate all their efforts to control everything, ensuring the safety of the whole crew. At times like that, they can only trust each other and the experience accumulated over many years. Their courage and perseverance do not allow them to give up even for a second. When the fishing work is almost finished, each person sits down to check the quantity and quality of the fish harvested. The fresh fish are carefully classified and preserved. They are not only good fishermen but also people who understand the value of each fish. Each net. For them, fish is not only a commercial product but also a testament to the strength, skills and dedication of the whole group. The journey back to shore is also a time when emotions surge. After many hard days at sea, everyone longs to see the lights of the harbor from afar, signaling that they have arrived safely. The empty nets are pulled up for the last time. The fishermen clean the boat, check all the equipment to be ready for the next trip. Although tired, the pride and joy of bringing back full holds of fish gives them strength. When the boat arrives at the port, the hugs and waves from family and friends seem to motivate the fishermen. They laugh together, share stories from the sea, experiences that only fishermen can fully understand. The joy of reunion is not only the happiness of the fishermen but also the pride of their loved ones, who have always waited, hoped and supported them throughout the journey. The sea not only teaches them how to work as a team, but is also the place where they find strength within themselves. Each trip is an adventure, and also a challenge that not everyone is brave enough to overcome. For these fishermen, the ocean is home, where they find meaning in life, where they learn to face difficulties and overcome challenges together. And so, the giant fishing trip in the Alaskan Sea ended in joy and pride. These fishermen not only returned with abundant catches, but also with stories to tell, with lessons that only the ocean can teach them. The arduous days at sea made them stronger, more connected to each other, and ready for any challenge that this vast ocean will bring in the future. They know that no matter how many more trips they make, each time is a new journey, a new challenge, and an opportunity for them to demonstrate the strength of human beings in the face of the vast and brutal nature. After each challenging journey, the fishermen return with pride, but at the same time they face the next hardships when preparing for the next trip. The work of fishermen is not only drifting at sea but also a process of continuous learning, training and being ready to face the unpredictable changes of nature. The lives of fishermen are always closely connected to the sea, and it is from the sea that they realize the fragility of humans before the power of nature. Each wave, each wind, and unexpected storms make them more aware of their limits. But instead of being afraid, those difficulties are a source of motivation for them to persevere and firmly walk on the path they have chosen. Each time they go to sea, they bet everything, from their health, time, to even their lives. So they always respect the sea. Respect nature with deep respect. Alaskan fishermen are more than just workers, they are warriors of the ocean. Their work is the result of generations of people who have gone before them, who have braved the cold seas and faced the storms to pave the way for future generations. They not only fish to feed their families, but also carry on their mission to maintain and develop a long-standing profession, contributing to the food supply not only for the people of America but also for the whole world. Each fish they catch is the result of tireless work, of facing danger, and of an unshakable spirit of determination and resilience. No one understands the precariousness and challenges of fishing better than the fishermen themselves. Every time they return to shore, they have to face the reality that tomorrow or someday, they will have to set out again, facing new difficulties. No one knows when the storms will come, and no one can predict whether there will be a trip that they will never return from. But with love for their job and responsibility to their families and communities, fishermen continue to rush into the sea, accepting the challenge to maintain the livelihood of millions of people. No matter how fierce the sea is, fishermen always believe that each trip is a step closer to success. They understand that their work is extremely important and necessary, not only for their personal lives but also for the common good of society. The knowledge they accumulate through each trip as well as the skills that have become instincts help them become strong, steadfast, and brave people. Every time fishermen see the vast ocean stretching out before their eyes, it is not only a workplace but also their second home. The vast ocean is always open, welcoming brave people who dare to face challenges and are willing to sacrifice for greater values. Even when facing risks, fishermen always believe that the sea, no matter how harsh, will always be where they belong. In the soul of each person, the ocean is not only where they work but also where they find the meaning of life. Find the balance between challenges and rewards, between difficulties and joy. Returning to shore each time is a precious moment. When they reunite with their families, share the joy of success with their loved ones, the eyes of the children, the smiles of the wife, and the congratulations from friends are invaluable sources of encouragement for fishermen. Those are short but meaningful moments, helping them dispel fatigue, hardship and gain strength to be ready for the next trip. But even so, the fishermen always carry in their hearts questions, thoughts about the future, about the upcoming days at sea. Will they have enough strength to continue? Will they be able to conquer the fierce waves and bring back full holds of fish once again? But nothing can shake the determination, because every fisherman carries in his heart a strong love for the sea. A love that cannot be expressed in words. For them, life at sea is a life worth living, a place where every wave, every catch, every moment has a deep and beautiful meaning. The sea can be cruel, but it is also full of tolerance. It is where they find freedom, find themselves, and feel the true strength of humans when facing nature. Although every trip to sea always has the potential for risk, Alaskan fishermen never hesitate. They are people of the sea, brave warriors, and no matter how difficult it is, they will always return, always ready to face any challenge, because they know that only the sea can give them the life they desire. A life full of meaning and challenge. And so, their journey continues, in the eternity of the sea, like the waves that continue forever, never stopping. The days at sea teach fishermen many things that few others can understand. Every wave, every storm is a lesson in patience, perseverance and courage. At sea, they learn to cherish every moment, because they know that everything can change in the blink of an eye. Despite careful preparation, Alaskan fishermen always face unexpected surprises, from large waves that can capsize their boats to sudden equipment failures. Faced with harsh nature, they learn to adapt quickly and handle situations with incredible composure. It is during the most difficult times that their camaraderie is strengthened, becoming an invisible force that helps them overcome all obstacles. Perhaps the most valuable thing that each fisherman receives from this job is the inseparable bonds with their companions. Each trip is not only a journey to conquer the ocean but also a journey to connect souls. They share the hardships, the fatigue and the joy when they see the fish holds gradually filled. During breaks, they sit together and tell each other about life on land, about their families, and their simple wishes. On the high seas, there is nothing more precious than friendship and trust. It is this bond that helps them stand firm when facing storms, helping them overcome seemingly hopeless times together. In the rare moments when the sea is calm and the wind is gentle, fishermen have the opportunity to enjoy the quiet beauty of the vast ocean. It is the moment when the sun slowly rises over the horizon, spreading its golden light over the sea, or when the stars light up the night sky, creating a poetic scene in the vast space. It is these moments that ease the hardships, help them feel the harmony between humans and nature, help them remember that, no matter how fierce the sea is, it is still a part of their lives. After long days at sea, every time the boat docks, fishermen receive happy smiles and warm hugs from their loved ones. Children eagerly run to meet their fathers. Wives lovingly hold their husbands' hands, while colleagues in the same profession exchange sincere greetings. It is a moment of reunion, of pride when bringing home the fruits of their hard work. The full holds of fish are not only a source of income but also a testament to the efforts and perseverance of each fisherman. It is a worthy reward for their sacrifices, a great joy for the whole family and the community. However, with each return trip, fishermen cannot avoid worrying about the future. Changes in the environment, fluctuations in the weather and increasingly difficult fish stocks make them face a big question: how to protect the ocean and maintain jobs for future generations. They understand that to continue fishing sustainably, they must respect and protect the ocean. No one understands the impact of overfishing better than they do, and no one wants to see ocean resources depleted. As a result, more and more fishermen are committing to ocean protection regulations, participating in conservation programs, and seeking more sustainable fishing methods. The ocean, in all its majesty and vastness, is a fisherman's greatest teacher, teaching them to be grateful for each day they are alive and working. For them, each trip is not just a conquest, but also a promise to the ocean that they will always respect and protect it. They understand that only by living in harmony with nature can they sustain their profession and continue to inspire future generations. Alaskan fishermen work tirelessly, not only for themselves, but also for their communities, their families, and for a sustainable future. They are resilient people, full of courage and will, people who are not afraid to face difficulties, and are always ready to rush into the sea to bring back precious resources for life. And no matter how many storms they have to go through, how many long cold nights they have to go through, they will always return, will always dedicate and sacrifice. Because the sea is where they belong, is the true home of their hearts. When talking about Alaskan fishermen, we cannot help but mention their passion and intense love for the ocean. For them, the ocean is not only a source of life, a job, but also an inseparable part of their lives. Every wave, every wind, every storm that passes by leaves a deep impression, associated with experiences and memories that they will carry with them throughout their lives. Experienced fishermen understand that each trip to sea is not only a journey to make a living but also an adventure, a challenge to discover their own limits. They face the unknown and constantly strive, not only for the fish but also for themselves, a desire to conquer and explore. For them, the ocean is a place to test their courage and spiritual strength. It is in moments of facing difficulties and dangers that they discover the profound meaning of life. Realizing that the value of a person does not lie in material achievements but in the challenges they are willing to face and overcome. Life at sea is not simple. Every day is a series of repetitive tasks but never boring. Because each trip is different. Each batch of fish brings surprises. They wake up early in the morning, check the equipment, prepare the nets, and are always ready. The laughter and calls to each other among the fishermen in the vast space are a great source of motivation, helping them become stronger before the sea. Full catches of fish not only bring income but are also a worthy reward for all efforts. Proof of perseverance and dedication to the profession. Fishermen have a boundless love for nature and the ocean, but are also the ones who understand best the precariousness of the profession they have chosen. They know that the stability of the sea is not always guaranteed. The weather can change suddenly, the fish can move far out of reach, and sometimes the whole trip can be returned empty-handed. But instead of being discouraged, they are always ready to start again, always willing to spend more days at sea in the hope of a better catch tomorrow. For them, failure is just part of the journey, and each empty boat return is another valuable lesson in perseverance and courage. Each return to port is a special event. Children stand at a distance watching their fathers. Women wait with happy eyes, and friends greet each other with big hugs. It is not just a reunion, but also a moment to honor the achievements they have made. They return not only with fish, but also with emotional stories, experiences that they endlessly share with their families and loved ones. They tell stories of big waves, mishaps, and even happy and sad moments away from home. Each trip is a new chapter in their life story, and also a pride that they want to share with everyone. The sea, with all its fierceness and harshness, is always the place where Alaskan fishermen feel they belong. That place, despite all the challenges and dangers, always contains a wild and charming beauty, an attraction that they cannot resist. It is the love of the sea that helps them overcome all difficulties and dangers, to become true warriors of the ocean. And so, the fishermen continue to go to sea, work tirelessly, sacrifice tirelessly, and contribute tirelessly. They are silent heroes, people whose every catch full of fish on the boat is proof of their intense love for the ocean and their steadfast determination in the face of all difficulties. And then, when dawn breaks, in the bright light of the sun, the boats sail out again, bringing the fishermen back to the vast ocean, where they will continue their journey without stopping, because they know that the ocean is their home, their life, their passion that they will pursue forever, like the waves that never stop crashing on the shore, forever and everlasting.